pray. See how the Lord blesses. Lord, be close to your servants who move into these homes and ask for your blessing. Protect these buildings with the providence of your hand. Be their shelter when they are at home, be their companion when they are away, and their welcome guest when they return. And at last receive them into your dwelling place that you have prepared for them in your Father's house. That you bless this property and guide all those who live here. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Monsignor. Very, very nice. So, right now we'd like to do our Pledge of Allegiance. Those of you who can stand, please join in our pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you. Please be seated. Right now I'd like to bring up the Mayor of Gibbsboro, the Honorable Edward G. Campbell. Mayor Campbell.
Thank you, Tim. And this is a great day for Gibbsboro. Some of you have heard the remarks that I'm going to share with you. I don't write anything down, so it comes from the heart, and it's always possible that I will botch something. But I have to tell you that it has been an incredibly long journey for Gibbsboro to get to today, perhaps 20 years or so. The site moved a few times. Most of you know we have several Superfund sites in Gibbsboro, and that impacted, believe it or not, at one time, the state of New Jersey listed this property, and we spent over a decade getting testing out here to have it proven as perfectly clean, which the EPA did an awesome job supporting us, and as soon as they did that, that cleared the way for us to move forward with this project. Project Freedom was not something that we stumbled upon. Affordable housing is probably incredibly misunderstood by the people in New Jersey. It is an obligation. There is just a huge underserved population for this particular project with 72 units. There were more than 500 applicants. And about 50% of the initial residents here are disabled. Eventually it'll be 100% disabled. And that was something that motivated our planning board and our borough council to partner with some nonprofit that had a noble cause that we could align our obligation with. Project Freedom was not the only nonprofit that we looked at, but it was the one that we selected, and I think we did an awesome job. It wasn't a straight line to get here, even when we selected Project Freedom, but through a lot of hard work, through both our professionals, our planning board, and our borough council, and Project Freedom, we were able to bring to life this awesome facility that's providing 72 units and so many residents with meaningful, independent living accommodations. For that, I'm proud, and I know that our borough council and planning board are equally proud, and our residents. So with that, I wish the best of luck to Project Freedom, and we look forward to many years of a great relationship. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Campbell. It is great to work with towns that have that mindset, because it truly is a partnership. And we've said this over and over and over again. Nothing that we accomplish is not done without the full support and partnership of the towns that we're in. So right now I'd like to bring up our board chair to say a few words. Mr. Herb Schneider, our chairman of the board for Project Freedom Trustees. Herb?
Mayor Campbell, I'm going to tell you how small the world is. In the later 80s, I was mayor of Washington Township, now known as Robbinsville Township, when Project Freedom got its first tract of land to build its first site in the early 90s. When we talk about 9 locations, we often realize we did a 10th with Brothers of Israel in Trenton, and we were the developer and we turned it over to them. Good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining Project Freedom's Board of Trustees and Development Team as we proudly celebrate the ribbon cutting of our 9th community, Freedom Village at Gibbsboro. I am pleased to tell you that Freedom Village of Gibbsboro is fully leased. Project Freedom now has over 550 affordable and accessible rental units in 5 counties throughout New Jersey, and in 2021 we will open Freedom Village at Town Center South in Robbinsville, New Jersey, with an additional 72 units. In addition to that, we're working on the Woods at Hamilton, where we have another approval in Hamilton Township, and I believe with Robbinsville site being the second one in Robbinsville and Hamilton Township, it'll be the second that we have in Hamilton Township. So hopefully we've continued to demonstrate for years and years being a good citizen. When those 2 projects are done, we'll have roughly 700 units. And we are now in negotiation with another community. I would like to extend sincere thanks to Borough of Gibbsboro, Mayor Edward G. Campbell III, the Town Council, the Planning Board, the Borough of Gibbsboro's professional staff for their support throughout this journey. It takes the hard work and the cooperation of many people to bring a beautiful community to life. We are grateful to our funders for their support. Each of them has played a pivotal role in building this new community, and we are grateful. The project is funded with tax credits from New Jersey Housing Mortgage Finance Agency, funds from the Gibbsboro Affordable Housing Trust Funds, tax credit funding from National Equity Fund, with Bank America as investor and construction lender, and Investors Bank as permanent mortgage lender. This project also has Camden County Homeless Trust Funds and Federal Home Loan Bank of New York funds. But think about the family that was built in bringing this project to completion while doing it in the middle of COVID-19. With most people, most role players, working from the computer at home, including attorneys, title companies, public officials, it was extremely challenging. I would like to thank Project Freedom's Board of Trustees for their enthusiastic support. And I always want to reiterate at this point, I've been around for a lot of years, I've been involved in a lot of nonprofits. The Board of Trustees, pound for pound, is the best board, the best group of trustees that I've ever been a part of. And I'm very proud to have been a part of Project Freedom for the last 30 years. Congratulations to the development team who built this beautiful community. PS&S Architects, VJ Scazzeri & Sons General Contractor, John Dumont Attorney, and FWH Associates Engineers. Finally, I would like to recognize our Executive Director, Tim Dougherty, our founder, Norman Smith, the Director of Housing Development, Tracy Battis, and our CFO, Steve Schaefer, for their vision and hard work, which will offer 72 tenants a beautiful, accessible, and affordable neighborhood in which to live and raise their families. Thank you for coming today.
Thanks. Thank you, Herb. So he covered a lot of the bases. I just want to reiterate the team that I've been privileged to work with, and that really is Tracy Battis, Norman Smith, Steve Schaefer, and my own better half, Marion Doherty, right there. And as Herb said, try bringing all this stuff together with the closings in the midst of a pandemic. I'd also like to personally recognize the different individuals we've dealt with Gibbsboro that made a difference here. And, you know, alongside with the mayor and his leadership, there was Attorney Jack Giel, there's planner Brian Slough, Greg Fusco, Ed Toussaint, Amy Troxel, Ann Levy. All of those people somehow touched us and made our getting to this day possible. So I want to make sure that we thank them as well. And of course, this building was designed, as Herb said, by our architect PS&S, a great firm. Mark Allen is here, and Marge Della Vecchia. So really wonderful building for our folks to enjoy. And as Herb said, he thanked the different funders. NEF has been a partner for us in a number of places, and this time we had Bank of America as well. So I want to thank those folks as well. And of course, Investors Bank has always been there as a permanent lender on a lot of our sites. So we're saving the best for last, Mayor, and that's remarks by our founder, and we'll keep this going. So right now, I'd like to introduce our founder, Norman Smith. I believe, Bob, are you going to read Norman's remarks? Thank you.
Thank you, Norman. It has really become a joyfully anticipated tradition for me to read Norman's words on these great occasions, and I really appreciate the opportunity to do that again. So these are Norman's words. Thank you for that kind introduction. I'm very excited to be here today as we celebrate the opening of Project Freedom's 9th complex. Project Freedom Housing is now in 5 counties. That's something I never would have dreamed of when we started so many years ago. This new complex stands as Project Freedom's long commitment to Gibbsboro and Camden County. They were willing to work with us to bring a different model of housing for their citizens with and without disabilities. Together, along with our partners, we were able to address a long-term housing need for this region. Everyone involved in this effort, take a minute today to proudly reflect on this accomplishment, especially during the pandemic. Today marks the beginning of the trek for Project Freedom for the people living in these apartments. 29 years ago next month, I embarked on my own trek for freedom in our first complex. I traveled many expected paths and some very unexpected paths. While still continuing, the journey has been worth the wrong turns and the U-turns, because blazing your own path in life is America's gift to each of us, regardless of abilities or disabilities. Project Freedom's housing provides a base from which people with disabilities can do and blaze their own paths. This is what I'm most proud of. While others see apartment units as bricks and mortar, I see them as catalysts for lives being changed through the opportunity of freedom. With this thought in mind, my last comments go out to the new tenants of Freedom Village in Gibbsboro. This is your new home now. More importantly, this is a place where you can start down a path of independence and freedom. Follow your dreams, follow your heart, follow your ambitions. Whatever path you choose, honor your freedom and do it with determination. Thank you, and may God bless the United States of America.
Thanks, Bob, and thank you, Norman. Lastly, I don't want to forget our contractor, our general contractor, VJ Scazzari. The fellows are here too today that really did the work, if you will. Greg and Vince Scazzari, John Hall and Ed Roach. How about give them a hand? They really did a wonderful job. And our site engineer, as Herb had said, FWA Jessica Stashevsky and Chris Rosati. Jessica is here. Chris, thank you. I don't know whether I forgot anybody or not. Yeah, and so, you know, it's a great day for us here today. We celebrate and we welcome you here. And so now, I guess, is the big time. We've made it in record time, only about 20 minutes, so that's pretty good. I don't have to dance around and tell jokes, do I? So we'll do our ribbon cutting over at the center here. So please, anyone that wants to come and help us out with that, we'd like to do that now. Thank you. Actually, let's get the mayor and some of our board members, and some of our, our trustees, any of the officials, ladies from zoning, if you'd like to come, okay?
Good to see you. How's everything going?
They want to be loud enough. Excuse me.
Mayor, you're big time. This is what you live for, I know. Is that a big enough sister?
Let me get.
Development team should be up there too, our funders, Jim.
I'll just take it. Okay.
I'm sorry.
The ladies from zoning. My friends from zoning. Barb, Mike, my trustees.
Wendy should be in there.
How are you? It's a nice day, man. This is incredible. Come on, Jeff.
Yeah, we gotta keep backing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very long
Yeah.
line here.
I'm trying.
What?
The mayor said let's go.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
Let's find out. We don't want to fail you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Streamer should go off there.
Yeah.
Streamer or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's. Yeah. So this one's.
This because they're occupied. Yes, that's a good reason.
Would you like to see it? Yeah.
Share.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you for doing this.
Okay. But do you want me to keep going? Okay. Should I finish this now and then go inside and do it? Okay.